welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to another broadcast, the third broadcast of the day. As it has been a very intense weekend here over on the CranKy Ducklings. Welcome to the Fire Grow Cup playoffs. Again, it's been an intense weekend. We had Group A 2 days ago. Yesterday, we were live with Group B, and now we have our top six. We have our top 6 players of the tournament, and we are here to crown our champion. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Of course, first up, we have the quarterfinals. We have a ZvT. Oh god, ZvT between Wayne and Replicant. Let's go. We just wrapped up with casting the Sparkling Tuna Cup. We just crowned our STC champion, the tuna, if you will, of the week. But now we are here to find out who advances on to the semifinals. As spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Alkione, we have the Red Zerg player representing himself, currently teamless. It is Wayne. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the Blue Terran player representing CSO Esports. From the land of Kazakhstan, it is Replicant. And if you're in the chat, predictions are open. Get your gamba going as... you can place your bets in the chat. Best of luck with those predictions. As a reminder, this is a best of three series here in the quarterfinals. So advance on to the semis. We'll be covering both quarterfinals, one after the other, followed by the semis, followed by the grand finals. Oh boy, 5 series here tonight to end the evening. Oh boy. It's been an intense evening already, Papi, and we're gonna go all night long, Papi, all night long. So much StarCraft over the weekend, Papi, so much StarCraft. I'm here for it. Hope you've been enjoying yourselves. Again, I do recommend the VODs. If you missed out on the group stage, if you missed out on Group A and Group B, I do recommend, as we had some amazing matches throughout the past couple of days. So you can then catch up and then settle into what we have for you here and now. The quarterfinals. Oh boy, here we go. After this series, we'll be going over Nickrat versus Strange, and that is going to be the lower quarterfinals match into the eventual semis. We are going to be getting to openers. It is going to be a Rax Expand standard opener out of Replicant. Likewise, back across the map, we have Wayne, Hatch Gas Pool. So far, so good. Now, when it comes to these two players and their performances, Replicant actually surprised me quite a bit in the group stage. He came out second place in his group, second only to Young Yako. He had a very strong performance in the group stage up against players like Nickrat, players like GG Machine as well, and of course many others. The one player that he did falter against was Young Yakov, was in this very match of this TVZ, and we saw Replicant, he was willing to mech it up. Did play mech at one point against Young Yakov, and another did play Bio, thankfully as well, did mix it up, but clearly he can embrace both, and he's going even into something quite different here. That is a third CC before factory. Oh my god. Talking about being aggressive, but no. Talking about greed here. Oh my, 3cc 3 racks? Question mark, or maybe 3cc 211. Regardless, a very fast sword command center before any other tech, before the factory, the starport, the second racks as well. This is insanely greedy, and yes, it is 3cc 3 racks. Oh boy, this fun fact is a PvP build. This is a Terran vs Protoss build, now going to be showing off here against a Zerg player instead. We'll see if Replicant can get away with this. We'll see if Wayne can punish. As for the time being, Wayne is in the dark. Wayne just droning, happily getting to his third, settling into his own economy, into his own build. Still unaware of how greedy Replicant is being. Now, the way this works is that this is going to be working towards a sim timing, going to be working towards tech lab, upgrades, bioproduction, of course, and eventually a stim move out across the map. We'll see if this does hit with medevacs or with just bio. As, of course, the factory and the starport is delayed, medevac production is going to be delayed as well, which means that this move out is going to take a little bit longer to really hit the field, but once it does, there's going to be a lot of Marines. Purely Marines. Meanwhile, Wayne, he does poke in. Does take down the SCV. Meanwhile, oh my god, a shout out to Slow Joe in the chat. Papi God, thank you so much for resubscribing. We do appreciate the support. Glasses, Papi Glasses, we do appreciate as he does gift a sub to Hyper One. Oh my. Hyper One, fun fact, who actually we casted earlier today and actually won the random raffle of the Sparkling Tuna Cup. So shout out to Hyper One, and thank you so much to Slow Joe. Do appreciate it. See many others in the chats. Late Chrononauts alongside Aistan. We have Psycons, Easy Feel as well. Roxin, welcome one, welcome all. Again, the night is still young and full of Terran. Let's go. As here is that +1 follow-up. Still no starport, by the way. Factory is still in production, of course. Into the eventual starport, into the eventual move out. Looking to line up with +1 attack. But again, this is going to take a while to really get going. What I should emphasize as well, the downside of this build, oh my god, as we are throwing down extra Rexes, but the downside of this build, of course, is that there are no Hellions and there are no Banshees. What does that mean? That means limited scouting. As you can see here, looking at the vision of Replicant, he has seen almost nothing. He was able to get an eye on the natural and a little bit at the third base, but there's no Hellions and no Banshees, so there's no harassment either. There's no way to really dip in and try to pick off a couple of workers. There's no way to really vie for map control and deny some of the creep spread. It means that Wayne is left completely to his own devices, as he is now focusing on his own push. Ooh. He's building up roaches, building up links as well. Wayne is not droning. Wayne does spot the army, though. That's a lot of Marines. Stim is done. And can Wayne even take a fight? Uh-oh. There goes the first Stim. The last of roaches, they do get on top of the Marines, and they can pick them away. And with them, Marines are going down, and Wayne, he does shut down the push, does force back Replicant, and on top of that is ideally looking to try and delay and deny the third. Remember, Replicant, he rushed into the third base. He has nothing else behind this. Remember, no factory production, only Marine. And man with good is good, but man with gun needs support. Third CC is denied. Wayne pushing towards the natural. Going for the wall. Ooh. Whilst they connect, they will shut down all these depots. Supply blocking Replicant is heavily supply blocked. 4 depots go down. Bunkers are finishing. Thankfully, the bunkers do complete. Oh my god, but they're just going down anyway. There are just so many Ravagers, so many piles behind this. We can see Wayne is just droning up. Saturating his bases. The boys are being pulled. Lings are here to shut this down, though. Yeah, Wayne, he has more than enough. Oh my god, the piles connect. SCVs are going down, and Wayne, he doesn't just break the third. He doesn't just break into the natural. He's pushing into the main. He's going for the kill, going for the main base. Oh, we do see Combat Shields does barely finish in time. Oh my god, that was close. But alas, Replicant, he has lost control of that natural. Sure, he has all these racks. It looks like he was building up towards a 3-base all-in, towards an 8 racks. But alas, before he could really get there, he's being shut down. Wayne is all over this. Looks like there are enough Marines to clean up this army, the Lings and the Ravagers. Replicant, he will survive, but at what cost? He does keep his orbitals alive, but he's down to 23 SCVs. Sure, he can build up his bio. He has +1, but only 1 eBay. No follow-up upgrades. And Wayne, he's just chilling. He's on 56 workers. He can get a 4th hatchery just for larva and just focus on surviving the counterattack. Speaking of, here it comes. Here comes that counterattack. Medevacs have a right to support. They're out of energy already. They're struggling to maintain the army even. Tank production has begun, and the pressure is now on the Terran. Pressure is on the Terran here. Clears up a good chunk of creep. Pushes up the rim. Just the 1 Ravager. I mean, the Bio Army can take down some of these roaches. But he has to break through. He has to get more damage done. And so far, so good. It does gain ground. Pushes into the third. But of course, time is on Wayne's side. Lings and roaches, they are reinforcing. Oof. 1 medevac falls. And Wayne, he gets the other. 2 medevacs go down, 2 more to arrive. And Replicant, can he actually break through this? I mean, he's trading relatively well, but forced to pick up. Replicant, he does not have enough. Wayne behind this, now building up Ravagers. More Lings are on the way. Spots the army. Forces it back. Replicant trying to recover. Now back up to 36 workers. Is on 7 Raxes. No extra gases. The Biles, no! The Biles, they connect. They shut down the tank and the medevac as well. And that's going to be everything that Replicant had left here. His one chance was the counterattack, was to try to punish Wayne. Alas, wasn't quite able to. Almost, though. Did make him sweat, I'm sure. But Wayne, he survived the counterattack. Now he's here. He's here to break the third for a second time. Not enough Lings to support, though. The Marine Army dust him in. Oh. And pushing further forward. The boys are being pulled. Oof. The Biles don't necessarily connect here, but alas, we're running out of Marines. Running out of steam here. Does take down all the roaches at least. That's still 11 SCV kills. That's still trades that Wayne can afford and Replicant cannot. Takes down the Deepers once again. Takes down the Deepers. The Plows didn't quite connect. Nice dodges there out of Replicant. Again, he's microing his heart out. Takes down the Ravagers. Let's take them down. Wayne backs off. Again, Wayne having a really hard time sealing the deal and killing Replicant. Did cripple him, don't get me wrong. Did kill another 5 SCVs on top of that. Has to back up, has to recover, has to build up a greater Roach Ravager army. And make sure he doesn't die to the counterattack, as it's moving out once again. Sam Replicant, he's got 1-1. Still making 9 Marines at a time. That's a lot of Marines. It's a lot of buy. Lings are going to be catching some reinforcements. More Lings on the way. More Lings are moving out. Oh, the tank once again. Files connect. Tank goes down. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, and the Marine army, there's just not enough here. Not enough numbers. Not enough fire. Lings, they get across the map. They hit the natural. They hit the 3rd CC. And GG gets called. Replicant taps out. And Wayne takes game number 1. GG. Oh my god. Again, a wild, greedy build out of Replicant. As a reminder, he went 3 CC before Factory and before Second Racks. A very greedy build. And he was building up towards a bio army. Alas, Wayne, he did punish him by going for his own Ling Ravager attack. Again, because it was purely Marine that his opponent was working with, there was just nothing to defend. And Wayne did punish the greed of the Terran. Did punish the grid. I also mentioned before that the downside as well of that build is because of the lack of Hellions and lack of Banshees, you lack scouting. You lack scouting information. Replicant, he had no idea if his opponent was droning or not. That's just, you know, one of the many corners that Replicant did decide to cut there, and again, was punished for it. Was punished for it in the end, and now we're getting into game number 2. We're going to be diving into Oceanborn. Let's go. We are diving in. As a reminder, this is merely a best of 3. Best of 5s are on the horizon. As we're getting into game 2, and this morning in the top left-hand corner of Oceanborn, we have the red Zerg player leading the series 1-0. It is Wayne. And this morning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the blue Terran representing CSO Esports from land of Kazakhstan. It is Replicant. Here we go. Ooh. And Replicant, he's going for a very different opener this time. Game 1, Hyper Greed out of the Terran. Game 2, 2-Rax Reaper. 2-Rax Reaper out of our Terran. I mean, this could actually be a 3-Rax Reaper. There could be a 3rd Rax further back in the main. That is possible. That is still a viable build. So we'll keep an eye on Replicant to see how aggressive he plans on being. Oh boy. We shall see as we have the initial 2 Raxes. They have been placed, they have been thrown down. And Reapers are going to be upon us. Now, the goal here of 2-Rax Reaper is to contain. Is to deny the 3rd, contain the Zerg player on 2 bases, and try to get ahead economically. And try to throw a wrench in the works and disrupt the build of the Zerg. That is the goal, at least. A bit of a bonus of this build is potentially getting a drone, getting a queen, you know, picking up a couple of units here and there. That should not occur, but, you know, it's possible that Replicants can still make that magic happen. Meanwhile, it is indeed not 2-Rax Reaper, 3-Rax Reaper. 3rd Rax is on the way for Replicant. So Replicant, he is doubling down. He is going to be committing to additional Reapers. Now, this means that delaying the 3rd is not good enough. Because you can do that with 2 Raxes. With 3 Raxes, you need more. You need to do a little bit more here. You need to be able to contest and to force out more and more Lings, to deny drones, kill a queen here or there. Like, a little bit more value needs to be gained from the side of Replicant. As the first Reaper is moving out. First Reaper does push. Last Wayne setting up his 3rd hatchery. He's pushing forward. Up. Reaper does threaten to dive. More queens on the way. So far, good control here by Wayne. He does pull away his weakened Lings. Hasn't lost a single Ling yet. Oh my god. Very impressive. Does save his lanes. The queen has arrived. Third base is on the way, and it's going to be on Replicant to force a cancel on that third. As Wayne, he actually did not scout. Oh, he did not scout the natural. So bold move here by Wayne. Typically, the first Overlord goes and checks the natural base for something like this. So Wayne, he did have incomplete information. This is more of a surprise to Wayne instead. And more Reapers are amassing. Wayne is being forced off of creep. And we'll see if Replicant can punish. Oh, going for the queens. Does dive on the queens, and the first queen is going to go down. One queen for one Reaper. I would say still a better trade for Replicant. He's hoping for more. Oh, good. Nice control. Does pull away the weakened Reaper. Massing up more. Behind this, natural base is on the way for Replicant. Likewise, so is the eBay for a +1. And he's still massing up more Reapers. Gets the tumor. Does get a creep tumor. From there, it backs up. Does retreat. Wayne flooding across the map. Hoping to try to catch these Reapers. And can he shut them down? I'm not so sure. With the Reapers, they can slip away. One Reaper goes down. So just two so far. One earlier and one just now. So this is a better trade for Replicant. Wayne being a little bit wasteful. He just did not have a high enough link count to really contest against those Reapers. And behind this, Replicant is working on the next step. What do we have? Stim. Stim is on the way into combat shield, into +1, into mass marine, into a bio push. This is going to hit like a truck. This is going to hit quite hard. And how is Wayne going to respond to this? With Banelings or with Roaches? We'll see if he does embrace Link Bane or Link Roach. The Lever Chamber on the way for upgrades. Reaper still being active. Share my again. Of course. We had a 2-hour break in between casts. I took that moment. I was able to get some food. I had a banana. Able to eat a banana and get some water. Take a bit of a break. And we're back at it, Pappy. We're back. Let's go. I did just boil some water, so I might, if there is a break, I would love to go and make some coffee. But, that is a big if. Big if. As Replicant is going to be moving out towards the right-hand side, pushing through the center. Stim is about to finish up, just in time for this. The Reapers are here to support. I mean, KDA charges can do very well against Ling Bane. Can do well. Now Replicant playing with fire, clearing up a lot of creep. And here comes the dive! When he comes in with this run, he locks down the army. Once again, cutting off the Marines. And once again, it's going to be a one-way trip. Gonna be a one-way trip here. The bio army is completely cut off from the reinforcements. Overlord goes down. Good position here behind the mineral line. Lings are being careful, but now they commit. Now they dive in and they clean up every single Marine, every single Reaper. Aye. And this should not have happened. A Replicant should not have pushed in as far as he did. Poking was fine to clear up some creep, but to commit before the Medivacs arrived. Oof. That was a big loss for the Terran. Big loss. He's not done yet. Moving out with his double jump, of course. Behind this, fourth hatchery on the way. Oh! No force to cancel. No force to cancel. Diving into the main. Sorry, into the natural. Link Bane is ready. Lair is done, but no bailing speed yet. Just Link Bane. I do think this is a bit of an oversight here from Wayne. There we go. Bailing speed is now starting. He had the money for it. Does not begin. This has been an intense game here. And behind this, are we expanding? We are. Okay, third CC is on the way for Replicant. Is looking to expand, is not going for an all-in, but is still quite committed. I mean, especially after losing all those Marines earlier. Very committed play from Replicant. So does move out. Up. Full medevac falls. Nice pickup. Thankfully, not the medevac with the tanks, but a medevac nonetheless. Marines do fall. Replicant pushing in. And he is going for the hatchery. Up! He's going to get it. Not enough transfuse. Hatchery goes down. Nice pick off here from the Terran. Wayne building up. Threatening a counterattack. Oh my, that's a big counterattack. he just attacks. Sends everything across the map. And he's going for the natural. Tanks are siege. That is 2 tanks in position. And Wayne, he cannot break the natural, but he can break the third. Get 7 SCVs. Likewise, Replicant being active. He wants to deny the expansion once again. Wayne out of position is racing by curve. There's a cancel. There's a cancel on the 4th. At this point, Wayne, it might just be worth double expanding to get some kind of economy. And Wayne is having a bit of a hard time keeping up with these drops. Link Bane out of position, going for the mineral line. Hive is on the way. Yo, we saw Eva rushing into Ultras previously in STC. Do we rush into Ultras again? I mean, Ling Bane Viper would be fine as well. As a high energy Queen falls. 1, oh, almost gets 2. Flash transfuse. Wayne, he shuts down the drops. Hive is almost done. Finally, these tanks can be cleaned up. It's going to be an inefficient trade, but... oh, good. A couple of Banelings go down. Wayne, he does hold. Cleans up the drops. Replicant likewise still being active. Has established himself here on these 3 bases. Despite the rough start of Replicant, I mean, he's still in this. Very much so. He's got 70 SCVs. He's secure on 3 bases. We have Liberation. We have tanks. We have freedom. Replicant not looking too bad. Is that banana ramen? You're an animal, Einstein. You're an animal. Just banana. Ay, ay, ay. Chat, are you going to be streaming Home Story Cup? We were the B stream of Home Story Cup last HSC. We were the B stream. But we haven't been contacted. So I don't even know if they're going to have a B stream. So as far as we know, we won't be a part of this Home Story Cup, but I'll most likely reach out soon and be like, yo, do you guys need a caster? And then we'll see what they say. They might say yes, they might already have another B stream in mind, they might not need a B stream, we'll see. See what happens. As the Hive is done, Vipers have arrived. And Wayne, he does dive in. Blinding Cloud here on the tanks. There's still 1 tank behind this. Bailey's crashing into not too many Marines here, but regardless, Wayne, he does break through. He does take down most of the tanks. Doesn't quite get into the mineral line, and Replicant does hold. Replicant, he does hold. Did lose a big portion of his army, but he maintains his economy. Most of the SCVs survived. He's muling quite freely. He's still securing this position. The downside, though, Wayne, he's remaxed. He can do it again. Wayne, he can do it again and again. His goal here is to knock down the 4th. Vipers, they're back. They're still gathering energy, I should say. They're on it. Once they do, they're going to be coming back in. Ultras have arrived. Spire behind this for Corruptors, for eventually Broodlords. Wayne is taking up. That's Wayne. He is going to be committing. He does dive in. The Ultra's lacking some of the upgrades, but regardless, he's going to be chasing back the Bio. Bathers are rolling in. Oh, massive connections. Does connect with the Marines, but he will not actually get too many SCVs. Once again, only 6 SCV kills. Wayne, he plummets in his own supply, trying to crash into this defensive setup. Ultra goes down. And Replicant holds. Replicant, he does hold on. And I feel like we're going to see that a couple more times. As in Wayne trying to break either this 4th base or up here on the high ground, and Replicant weathering that storm. Surviving these pushes, slowly building up his lib count, his tank count, his ghost count as well, as ghosts have hit the field. And again, it's not too easy to break this. Vipers do help, Ultras can be good, but we'll see. Oh, Wayne, he finds a tank. He finds 2. 2 tanks go down. Not bad. Meanwhile, Wayne taking more bases, taking more expansions, engulfing the entire map. And because Wayne has such an economic lead and such an economic advantage, it's going to be one of those kind of game states where even if Wayne fights inefficiently, even if he's trading worse, pushing into these positions, as long as he's trading, it's still better, right? It's still better. Wayne has an economy, he has a bank, he can afford some worse fights. Oh. It's going to be about Replicant surviving that. As 3-3 is on the way for the Terran. Additional Ghosts. Doom drop on the right hand side. Does find a fresh mining base, will deny it. Likewise here on the left. This time Wayne is ready for it. For the most part. Here teams with Marines. Oh! It's medevac. Let's get the medevac. Replicants have a lot of catching up. What is happening? Oh no. Of course they need a cast. I mean, we'll see. Like, sometimes I don't have a B stream, so we'll see. That's literally what we did last time, and they were like, you know what we do? Yeah, we asked them like a couple of days before Home Story Cup. We're like, yo, you guys doing a B stream? And they're like, oh yeah, it would be nice if we had one. Literally what happened last time. But here we go, Wayne does collapse on the would-be 5th base. This time the setup was not ready. But the Ghosts, they hold their own. They shut down the Ultras. Snipes on the Corruptors. Replicant holds. But did lose his Liberators and his tanks in the process. And again, unlike this position with the choke point, with the Sim City, with the Liberators, with the wall, our location here at the 5th is wide open. It is currently wide open and we need to set up. Replicant needs time. He's trying to, but Wayne, he's already here. Dives on the army, Bailey's rolling in as well, going for the SCVs. Oh my god! He's connect. The Ghosts do get behind the mineral line, but regardless, 5 workers and even more going down here. Getting up to 8 SCV kills. Sorry, 13. The Liberators get picked up. And then, what do? We do it again. We keep going, Pappy. Keep going. Now, what Replicant is hoping for is for Wayne to take not just a bad fight, but a fight that's bad enough to allow Replicant to actually take a lead and to counterattack. That is yet to occur, though. Unfortunately, Replicant, when it comes to these fights, he has been losing a little bit too much. He needs them to be more efficient. He needs to survive with a little bit more left over to build up and to eventually threaten that remax or threaten that counterattack. Hasn't happened yet. Ducklings coming in. I do appreciate the Wayne goes for a big counterattack here. Hits the left-hand side instead. Banelings connect. They shut down the planetary and the orbital as well. Replicant was completely out of position. His attention was focused on the fresh mining base, not on the left-hand side. Replicant is still just trying to hold on. Hoping to. Wayne, he rotates. Rotates to the right. There are some tanks in position, but not much more than that. Sensor tower does see the rotation. Replicant is aware. This time he does keep up. Zoning nuke gets thrown down. Investor's now on the way. So where's that popping on? It'll be an innovative dish. Ah, no. I mean, look, mango curry is a thing, right? Which is pretty good. I'm sure banana curry, is that a thing? I'm sure it is. That's close enough. Oh my god, this time there was no splits. The Baileys, they connect. They crash into the bio. They crash into the ghost. Jesus, how many ghosts just went down? I want to say around 5 to 6 ghosts. Yeah, late reaction from Replicants. Meanwhile, Lings hit the left-hand side. They go for the middle line. They go for the third. And Wayne is just pulling Replicant apart. Initially, Replicant, he was doing decently well, actually defending and keeping up with the army, but alas, no longer. Reinforcements getting caught. He will force back the army. He will save the CC. But here comes another counterattack. They just keep going. The tanks are exposed. The tanks, they're on their own. The Panzer down. That's going to be, what, 4 tank kills. The planetary as well. Replicant just cannot keep up. No, there's no such a small army, I should say. Just doesn't have the supply. As Wayne backs up, and this is it. This is the counterattack that we've been waiting for. Replicant, I mean, it's not really the one he wanted, I should say, as ideally he counterattacks after winning a fight. So instead, this is a more of a desperation move here for the Terran. As he moves out, Ultra has arrived. Looking away at the SCVs. Replicant, he's turning back around. He's racing back home. Wayne is already remaxed. This time with Ultra. Replicant, he does keep moving out. Oh, the Fungals! Fungals do connect. Ultras, they collapse in. And Ultra gets sniped. Oh, the changeling wall! That was so fast as well. Wayne trying to look down the army so there's no escape. GG gets called as it does become a little bit too much to handle, and Wayne will take the series 2-0, advancing on to the next round, the semifinals. GG. GG, well played. Again, once Wayne got map control, once he gained momentum in the series, in this game specifically, he never let it go, and alas, well, we saw that Replicant, he was not able to recover. He was not able to really fight back. He was just stuck defending almost the entirety of that game. But a lot of it did come down to the failed push. A lot of it did come down to the early Reaper Marine move out. If you remember with Stim, we saw that once that army was cleaned up, once it was dealt with, then alas, Wayne, he was feeling quite comfortable. Everything was coming up Wayne after that defense. And again, I do feel like Replicant did overextend. I do think that it was a bit of a mistake for him to dive as far as he did off or into creep, and yeah, did lose a little momentum early on because of that. But with that, that does wrap up our first series, our first quarterfinals. Now we're jumping into our second quarterfinals instead. Oh boy, here we go. We're jumping into a TVP between Nickrat and Strange.